James, a.k.a. James Miles, a.k.a. Boobie Miles, a.k.a. Boobie Trap, a.k.a. Milk B, a.k.a. Smooth B.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I'm talking about? Yeah, man, about this Permian thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Like I can tell you, all I can tell you is that the brothers that played on the team, the 7 brothers that did play on the team, we was all Americans. You know what I'm saying? We was all American. Running back, linebacker, you know what I'm saying? Wide receiver, DB. You know what I'm saying? We had it all, man. Playing football for Permian was like a job. You know what I'm saying?
Full time, huh?
Full time, you have to be in by 6 in the morning, to lift weights, go through some plays, and then, 7th period is your sports, sports, you know what I'm saying? You go to football, shit, you got from 6 in the morning to damn near 7 at night. You know what I'm saying? It's not later. It's fucking job, man. And for as many people on my team that was all Americans and stuff like that, all state, only 2 or 3 of us got scholarship. You know what I'm saying?
Why you think that was?
Man, it's the people. It's the coaches that give a damn about what you can do after you leave. They don't care. They wasn't trying to help you prepare yourself for, you know what I'm saying, the next step beyond. It's all about what you can do for Permian, and that's that.
That's that,
That's
huh?
all they give a fuck about.
Right now, man, I want to know, man, about the little money situation, man. Was it true or not, man? Did you really get paid?
I got money. I ain't gonna say we. I can't speak on other homies, but I'm speaking on me. I got money. In a white envelope every Monday. I don't know who, never had no name on it. I don't know who gave it to me. But I know it was, how many yards I had, that's how much money would be in that envelope.
So every Monday, man, was it in your locker or was
It's
it?
in the locker. It's in my football locker every Monday morning.
You don't have a clue who might have put it in there?
Man, I don't want to put nobody on blast. I have a clue, but I won't keep that name to myself because I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, every Monday morning it was there.
How much was in it, man?
Huh?
How much was it?
However many yards I had that Friday night.
So give us like an estimate,
If I
man.
had 232 yards that Friday night, I had $232. If I had 300 yards that Friday night, I have 300 yards that Monday morning. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I don't know who was giving it to me. It has to be somebody in the Booster Club. Had to be.
How would you think it would get in there without nobody knowing?
Come
You know,
on, man.
you think the coaches knew?
I'm pretty sure coaches know. I'm pretty sure. They're going to tell you they don't know. But I'm pretty sure the coaches.
Did you ever ask anybody
I
about it?
never asked nobody. I'll tell you the first time I ever got one. The first time I got one, bro, I left it in there because I thought somebody was trying to set me up for something. You understand what I'm saying? A white envelope full of money, no name on it.
So
But
how
it's in my locker.
So how long you leave it in there before you first?
I left it in there till the next Monday. And it was 2 envelopes in my locker. So I'm taking, only person I really told this to was 2 people. It was my uncle and my homeboy Pete. That was it. The only 2 people that I told him about.
Nah.
And then my uncle, after I saw him there, he broke it down to me on what was going on as far as how we got our house paid for, you know what I'm saying, how we was able to start paying some of these bills around here and whatnot.
So what did he actually say to you? I know he gone, and
He just told me, just whatever I do, just keep your head, just keep your mouth closed. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. He'll take care of it, this, that, and the third. So I let that be.
So you actually, what you're saying is that he received money to move in a different house for you, or what?
Now, we never moved to a different house. What we And the lot that we stayed in, all they got paid for. You understand what I'm
And you
saying?
thinking the booster was helping them with all this or what?
I would think so.
Members of the boosters.
I would think so.
Was it true that he got a job from the boosters, some of the booster men?
They never got him no job. I mean, I don't know if they tried to help him get him on the market. He was sick, man. You know what I'm saying? He had fluid on his heart. So he was sick, man. If they did get him a job, the insurance people probably wouldn't carry him because I know that's what he had problems with before was his health. You understand what I'm saying? People, keeping him on the job for his health.
How big of the influence was LV, your uncle, on? I mean, with
That's that brother right there. So just wanted to do how to do what I do. What I did, I should say. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That was my night shining off, man. He saved me from foster home, you know what I'm saying? Put something in my life.
Let's speak a little bit on the foster homes and stuff like that. We know you kind of had a rough childhood growing up. You want to speak on it?
Man, I grew up, man, out of Houston, you know what I'm saying? Born and raised in Houston. Like my father kind of got married to this lady that really didn't care about me, really didn't care for me. And I couldn't never do nothing right in her eyes, so she would beat me all the time. One case of an incident of me going to a foster home, one incident was she tied me up to a dresser. Damn near beat a nigga to death. You understand what I'm saying? That was the last straw, you know what I'm saying? Beat me to where I couldn't even sit down. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even walk that good, you know what I'm saying?
So, how did you wind up in Odessa from that incident?
My uncle came and got me out of foster home. My uncle went through all the paperwork and everything he needed to do to get me out of there. To be with him. So.
Yeah. How many kids your uncle had?
My uncle has one daughter. And rest of the kids, he had a lot of step kids. My uncle was good with kids. As
Yeah.
I coach Little League football, Little League basketball, boys club basketball. So he interacted with kids every day. You understand what I'm saying? Me being a part of that, man, he didn't treat me no different than he treated the kids. I walked to practice with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I did everything y'all did. He didn't make me, didn't put me on no pedestal just because I was his nephew. He treated me just like he treated y'all.
Okay, let's talk about the segregation, man. When we all got shipped to the white side,
That was crazy. I wish, then I had moved back to Houston then.
Yeah.
And when I came back from Houston, I found that we was all going to be going to Barnum and Permian. I was like, man, that's crazy. I said, man, this is like 1980, like 85? Yeah, they just now said, we had to be like the last school on earth to do that. That goes to show you what the prejudice, what status that is on there.
Yeah.
When we came back through, and I found that all the boundary lines, it was just like my uncle said, He said that these little junior highs and these people come out and watch us play, white people come out and watch us play because they're curious, because the black team, which was the Vikings and the Rams, we blowing everybody out the water. You understand what I'm saying? And both of those teams are black teams, black on black coaches, black players.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So they knew what they was doing. And by putting these boundary lines and shit like that out there, so they can get the right type of players. You understand? We gonna get these kids over here. Shit, look. By the time we got to high school, we'd have been murdering them. And they knew that. So we gonna get our athletes with Permian. wanted to do. Since they was already known for, a dominant high school back in the 60s and 50s,
70s
70s,
and
80s.
80s. Yeah.
So
So how did you adapt with the segregation?
it was, it was hard, man. It's hard, having to go to school with people that really don't care about you. They really just, you only there for one purpose to them, and that's to play on their football team. You understand? They're not giving a fuck with you. If you get your education or not, they don't care. If you play football for Permian, yeah, you're gonna automatically pass. And that's what it was.
So on that note, did they have tutors helping you, or
Oh, yeah, they have some
or
tutors.
people's doing your homework for you, or what?
They have tutors. Then, of course, you might have some people that might come through and help you just basically give you answers. Just write the shit on a piece of paper, you copy it off, shit like that.
And nobody ever said nothing about it.
Not until I got hurt.
When you got hurt, it was a
I
whole.
heard all that shit was over. Like, fuck you, we'll find another boo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what it was. You understand what I'm saying?
So how did you get through all that though?
Man, I had to buckle down and let me tell you, when I first when I went on and told them I was gonna quit, have a knee surgery, they told me I was throwing my skirt up. You understand what I'm saying? I'm fixing my leg for the future. I know I can go to college, whether it's junior college or what, but I'm going on to the next level. He didn't care about that. He told me I was throwing, Coach Gaines told me I was throwing my skirt up. You understand what I'm saying? Because I wanted to go ahead and have an operation.
So
Boom.
basically, he didn't want you to have the operation, or what?
Nah, they wanted me to keep doing the rehab, saving for the playoffs. But fuck that, man. I mean, wow. I'm not saving for the playoffs, but I can go ahead and get my knee ready for the next level. This ain't the end of my. You understand what I'm saying? I'm looking to go to college and play. You understand what I'm saying? The road don't stop here for me, so I'm trying to go on further. They didn't like that. So from therefore, they took everything away from me.
So they just left you dry.
Left me dry. I had no tutor. I had nobody helping me with nothing. So basically, I had I say adopted parents, which was Pat Childress and Gloria Audrey, that they helped me get back in school. You know what I'm saying? So they helped me get my grades back up. And so I was homebound for a little bit. They helped me get my grades up and stuff like that. And I graduated because basically I was gonna quit. I was gonna quit, but I didn't quit. You know what I'm saying? They kept me, they kept it on my mind. This is your senior year, why you didn't quit your last year? This, that, and the third. I buckled down. They buckled down and helped me. I did the rehab and stuff like that. And then another thing that was killing me, like my letters. I wasn't getting no more letters. And then
What you mean by letters?
football letters from colleges. And I was wondering, what the deal was, but then, like a week before school ended, I get this big ass grocery, like a big ass trash bag full of letters from Coach Gaines.
So they held your
So
letters
he
back.
held all my letters from me. But then he give it to me before I graduated.
So he sabotaged your
I
career.
ain't gonna say he sabotaged. He just had a big hand and not putting me not putting me. He made it look like I wasn't the player that everybody saw me as. That's what he wanted.
In today's time, how would you depict Coach Gaines?
I don't know. Coach Gaines, the thing I want people to understand is Coach Gaines is a coach. He ain't a player. Coach Gaines had talent on his team. Enough talent on his team. He had enough talent at Permian at that time to win 3 state championships, and he ended up with 1. You understand what I'm saying? So that goes to show you, man, he ain't no hell of a coach. He just had talent. Look at it now. He can't even buy a playoff ticket. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He ain't no hell of a coach, man. it's the kids on that football field that you need to worry about. You understand what I'm saying? It's coaches. I mean, I'm not gonna say all coaches. Coaches these days, they need to understand that these kids come and do this. Some of them look towards this as a future. You understand what I'm saying? Help that kid. Restore the kid. You know, we all know it's a million to one shot. Make it. You understand what I'm saying? But don't kill nobody's dream before it can happen.
So, do you actually think you could have made it to the NFL?
I think I could have. I don't know. I mean, you know, I don't know what anybody else will say. I mean, if you ever see me play, you know, that's your own opinion. But me, yeah, I think I would have made it.
Thank you.
No doubt. Jesse Armstead made it. I know I would have made it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No doubt.
Yeah. So, back to Permian. Let's talk about the off season, the training off season. How will all that come to play?
That's a good off season, man. I mean, I never been through nothing. Even when I went to JUCO, it wasn't even as nearby as tough as Permian. Off season. I mean, Permian probably had one of the toughest off seasons in the state of Texas. Yeah. Oh, they prepare you well. Prepare you well. The only thing that I didn't like about it is that our summers, once we started playing, our summers was cut short. You understand? Because we started football before a lot of other teams, but we did it on our own, and then if you didn't want to do it, you would get threatened about your position. No, you ain't gonna start.
Was that illegal though to start football?
It was illegal.
But nobody ever said nothing.
But as long as no coaches around, there's nothing they can say. As long as it's just teammates. You know.
So who was actually coaching y'all or kind of seasoning you? Or y'all was doing it on your own?
Doing that, when we was doing that, it was our quarterbacks was ahead. You know, our quarterback, you know, coaches might have sat back like maybe 2 or 3 blocks away with binoculars watching us. Making sure we run the play, if not, run the play over or whatnot. But they can't be nowhere in the vicinity of us doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, during them years, was it like difficult, man, going through the motion of trying to come back, you know, when you got hurt?
Yes, it was difficult. It was hella difficult. When you only given so much to work with. You understand what I'm saying? And then I tried, you know me, I tried to come back with them. I got hurt in the offseason. I got hurt before in the spring. Before school even started. We scrimmaged Amarillo, Palomino. I got hurt. Okay. I missed the first couple of games. I came back against Dallas Gentlemen. Played Dallas Gentlemen. I think it was the homecoming. We played against them. I tried to come back in that game right there. And it just, you know, I just wasn't ready.
You don't think you were ready, or was your confidence levels down?
Now my confidence level was up. I just physically wasn't ready. Mentally I was ready, but physically I wasn't.
Do you think they pushed you a little bit to come back a little early, or what?
I pushed myself. I blame that on me. That was, you know, football at this point in time, bro, that's my way of getting my family up out of here. Out of the ghetto, bro. Up out of the, you know, 2-bedroom shack we had. You feel what I'm saying? So I pushed myself into that. You understand what I'm saying? Really making it worse on my life.
Did LV try to slow you down a little bit from coming back fast, or?
Yeah, he didn't want me to get out there, but at the same time, he didn't want to see me upset. He didn't want to see me disappointed in myself. He didn't want to see me, you know, bumping around the way I was doing. And I was miserable. I was miserable to everybody, man. You know, I was just, you know, I wasn't being cool. I was just mad at the world. So, you know, he did what any other father would do for their son. You understand what I'm saying? He did that. So, I never, I don't blame nothing on my uncle. Everybody, he pressed because he tried to make his dream, he tried to live his life through you. No, he didn't try to do that. He was trying to live his dream through me. He didn't do that. I tried to do better for my uncle because my uncle was sick.
Uh-huh. But your uncle had a pretty nice college career too, didn't he?
Yeah, he had a pretty nice college career. He played at Sunrise defensive lineman. Good. You know what I'm saying? But it just, he just was trying to, it was my dream, man. He was just trying to help me. That's all he was trying to do. That's the ability.
I remember as kids, you always came around, with football and, playing tackle footballs in front yards and stuff, man.
That's all
So,
we did, man, because that's all the dreams I had, bro, was playing professional football. That's going to give me, I always wanted to do something, get somewhere to where I could repay my uncle back for what he did for me. You understand? By saving my life. First and foremost, you understand what I'm saying? Get me out of the foster home. No telling, if it wasn't for this man, no telling what I would be doing like that.
yeah.
Not saying that my life is all gravy and pork chops right now. You understand what I'm saying? But I could be a lot worse than, a way lot worse than what I've been through.
Is it true you had little bumpy roads in your life?
Oh, man. Yes, sir. Still got it. Still got bumpy roads. Been locked up, kind of aggravated assault charge and Dallas. I mean, it's some silly stuff. People I should have been around, you know what I'm saying? But I got the choice for trying to defend myself, and people took me and pressed charges on me. So that's how that goes. But other than that, man,
Well, a lot of people don't know. Well, people here know about you, but a lot of people don't know you got a little rap game too.
Nah, a little something, man. I don't get too old for it, but I got a little something.
Man, ain't never get too old.
Yeah.
You
I
got
got a little something, man. I know before I say that, I like to holler out to this credit. You know what I'm saying, bro? I appreciate the love you give me on the song and everything like that. But I would like you to hit me up at 214-995-8725. Holler at me sometime, man. I like the song, and I really want to sit back and chop it up with you, bro. Serious business. This is Boobie Miles himself. You understand what I'm saying? So if you catch this, keep your boy Kyle, man. Square it.
Now, is it true that you have did a lot of motivational speeches?
Yeah, I did some speeches. I traveled with Harry Bissinger, who wrote the book. We go to, usually it works out. If he gets a call about the book, then the people, whatever school it is or whatever book company it is, they would also want me to come too. So I can talk to the kids and let the kids know how important education is. Let the kids know that football isn't everything, that things do happen.
Okay, about the book, man, or the movie. Did Boobie Miles actually make Odessa Permian the top of the map, or was it just coincidence?
To me, I like to say is I was me. Everything in the book was me. I tried anything that I did it to the best of my ability because Marco taught me to do that. I ran hard, you understand what I'm saying? I studied hard and I played hard. You understand what I'm saying? So regardless if Permian wanted it to be a black guy or not, you got what you got. I gave it my all. I didn't tell Buzz to write the story about. I didn't tell Buzz to make be the main character. I didn't tell him. We didn't even know this guy. He was 17 years old when we met this guy. You understand what I'm saying? As far as we knew, he came to write a book. We thought it was going to be some old, glamoring Mojo, you know, Glorify old Mojo. They already had a Mojo Magic book, so, you know, we thought it was going to be one of those type books. But actually, he told the truth about what was going on in the system, in that school system, at Permian.